A few issues. One, Tom's stuff isn't here. Two, we haven't got a tent. And three, James?
I haven't got a bike.
Excellent.
I'm proper pleased with the look of this. That's nice.
It looks like you've had a crash with a mountain biker.
As a road rider.
As a road bike. So we three guys from the land of fish and chips, tea and rain set off, highly organised and possibly overtrained, to ride the upper and lower Caucasus bikepacking routes. Our route is shown here by this high quality graphic.
Just come off the 5.5 hour train journey and
Got
we're a go.
food, fuel, don't have duct tape. But
Already had 2 punches for Jim. And we're off. We couldn't camp tonight. There was literally no possibility. There was a mass bear and snake and wolf warning, actually. We had no option just to stay in this lovely £8 room.
yuck!
Riding today?
No.
No.
We,
Hiding today.
Doesn't get much better than that. After a day hiding from the rain, itchy feet got the better of us, so we headed back out into the wet and into the tech. How did the river crossing go for you then, guys?
Really cold.
Cold, it was full of apprehension. It's been a hotly spoken topic for the last day or so.
Yeah, yeah. Would it be too high? You know,
would the horses be there?
Horses?
Went okay?
It went okay in the end.
It was over
Good.
before we knew it, actually. Really quick.
No, sorry.
No.
Oh, look, there's a bridge! We should have used the bridge!
Oh,
I didn't have to take my socks
you must have
off.
just put that in!
Just gonna have another shower with the anti-bac. Are you taking a video?
Thanks for running that one. We've got a dog.
We're here at
The
with a pooch.
What's his name?
Don't know. Probably at the
Jonathan.
highest pass.
Jonathan the dog.
highest pass we're gonna do, unless
Highest pass
for
we're
some
gonna
miracle
do.
the ascent is open.
And
2,623.
which is pretty cool.
2,000.
Where from the sun over there?
Where we come from is nicer than where we go. Oh, that's Tom. Where we're going.
Ah, shut it, boy. Just making some dinner. One pot meal tonight. Peas, pasta and tomato paste.
About to start, make a climb. We follow the road. And then we go. And now over the top. Where we come from, Tom?
England.
No.
Oh, sorry. You see those tiny things down there? Way down in the valley. They probably look like ants for this video, but those are actually really big, like government buildings. And we've come from right down beneath them. That's where we had breakfast. And yeah, it's been tough. Put it away. Oh, great effort. In the dark of the
We're getting pretty high, and it's been a bloody hard day. We've only done like, I don't know how many miles, maybe 17. Oh, we found a downhill. First downhill of the day. It's all been uphill from, well, yesterday at about 4, we were at 300 meters. In about 3 miles, we're going to be at 2,300 meters. And then we're at about 1,900 now.
As you can see, the storm's rolling in over there. We want to try and get up over the pass. For tonight.
That's the loudest rain I've ever heard! Jesus Christ!
Good morning, and had a pretty wild night. It was good. It was good. It rained almost all night, but it seems to have blown over maybe just for a second. So I popped out of the tent. I don't know what time it was, 8 o'clock or something, and yeah, it's back to that beautiful mountain still. I mean, you can just see we got a bit of a moment here where we can see the awesome view. It's just so good. We camped down just behind this rock. Our bikes are in there. This morning's just magnificent. Feels so cool to be camping this high.
We're at the top Everpass. Big views to the left, where we camped and have come from this morning, and no views to the right.
So hopefully some downhill.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Difference in colour. And yeah, over there are the Badlands in the dark. We must not go where the light doesn't touch.
It was all going rather well until we were suddenly struck down with illness. We made camp for 2 days and sat around with nothing to do but sleep, watch the cows go home, and without being too graphic, some quite frequent runs to the bushes.
Back on the road again after a couple of days of feeling really rough. Still a little bit wavy, but we are rolling again, which does feel good. And we've been rewarded with this beautiful little snowcat over there. That's a treat for us in the next few days.
We're still feeling a bit rough, but we went 20 miles today.
Did what I feared, the cream cheese leak.
Cream cheese is leaked, everyone. Nightmare.
Been going a few hours here today, Haven't made it very far.
We're in a bit of a pickle. Tom's pretty rough, very low on energy. We're currently a bit lost. Still got 7 miles to the top of the pass, and another 10 down to the Varzia Cave Monastery, which we want to try and get to tonight, but it's 10 to 3, so at this pace, we might have having leftovers. Probably for Tom, one of his hardest days ever riding. James and I have had a bad day. It's been rough and long. There's been an eagle, sheepdogs, many of them.
Finally got the sheepdogs.
And wolves. We didn't actually see them, but one of the shepherds said that he'd just seen some wolves.
How are we doing?
Not as bad as the other day. That's good. Whew.
Oh, still trouble. Doing very well. Oh! Got more balance than I was. So we are underway in between day of this guy feeling a little better but still a bit dodge. And just done an amazing climb, big old climb. How was that?
Done a steep climb up from Varzia Cave to, well, here.
There was 6 miles of just steep up and then flat. And if you look, those guys will point to Turkey.
I think he's riding it better than you do.
I'm at the cliff.
He hasn't got a puncture yet. Here we are, loaded up for another pass. Biscuits, Coke, some stroop waffles, bananas, some crisps under the new and improved plastic bag system. More food, Jimmy's kitchen, very, very sizable. More crisps, another new plastic bag, and juice buried deep in there.
Bread's under here.
Bread inside Sainsbury's, still going strong.
The rest of it.
This is them all loaded up. Look how many people are in that car!
What a lunch, is it?
Tuna sandwiches.
Yes, with a lovely view.
Top of the world, isn't it?
We're at the top of a 2,300 metre pass, heading for a lake in this direction. Lake Peshwari.
You're actually close, Paravani Lake.
Snow on the left.
Peshwari Nan Lake.
Paravari Lake.
Peshwari down there.
Just packing up here from one of our most interesting camp spots to date. We found a beautiful, zoom back a bit, pig-style shelter to cook in. That's a train line. There's a tunnel that they're making for some reason. And we just camped just below the road over there.
We've come from there where the concrete stopped.
And then we had some gravel,
Got to here.
and then we got mud, and my wheel got clogged, so we're taking the mud guard
We're
off.
taking the mudguard off to give us 2 more mil.
Should work then.
Yeah, it's going to work an absolute treat, no doubt about it. The knife that we cut vegetables with.
Is that why we're always sick?
Could be. There is a point to be made there. There's a wet feet challenge, he's gone for it. Oh, he's made it. I got away scot-free. Jimmy P to go. He's got speed and space on his side. Oh, easy stuff.
We're here in somewhere in deepest, darkest Georgia. Tom's stuck. I just had the ride of my life and managed to get through that. I don't know what I sunk about 4 inches.
Made it.
Sam failed and had to retreat. Don't know how muddy
deep
his...
that is. Look at my rims, look. They're just painted.
Tough stuff.
What's happening, Gibson?
My jockey wheels are fully clogged.
Why is that?
Out of nowhere, I went through just a single puddle. Quite long.
That single puddle over there.
Did you take yours off, Sam? Just take your jockey one off.
I didn't have
No,
any trouble with that. Did you have any trouble?
No, I just
No, yeah.
breezed through it. Absolutely
Yeah,
fine.
just
I didn't. My front
Yeah,
wheel
just-
didn't block up and me
No.
unable to move at all. It was
right.
actually fine.
Chainring's never been cleaner.
But we're going up a bit of a surprise Tube 1 pass. We didn't expect it to be so steep. So it's pretty fucking awesome. Still got a long way to go.
Just descending from the top of a pass. Lightning all around us. Look at that road. It's so cold on my hands, but that is just too good to not stop and take a video. Woo! Right, here we are, huddled in the tent because it has been very cold and wet afternoon. First time I've ever cooked in the porch of a tent, actually.
You're not allowed to do, naughty.
Naughty, don't set it on fire.
What's happened there, guys?
I think what a smooth run that one.
Another fall for Tom, is it?
Good day then?
Great start. Well, cold start, wet start.
Wet socks.
Wet socks, and then... Amazing.
Yeah, rewarded with this, thank God. Woo! Good day ahead.
Oh dear. Tough morning. Absolute cake loads of mud, and I've just given this a wash in the river. Which is absolutely doing nothing. Others are further back, they're really struggling. Look, I have the most clearance, and we're all hoping it gets easier, but I don't know if you can see, just on the other side of the river is pure quagmire. So I'm thinking it probably doesn't.
Always just getting shorter.
Tell me how this morning's gone.
Tough,
Proper tough.
but quite fun.
Yeah, kind of interesting. New to us, I believe. Actual glue jamming the tyres this morning.
We decided it was cob, didn't we? 'Cause it had
Cob,
grass
proper
in it.
cob. You could build houses out of that stuff and they'd never fall down.
But we haven't really been bikepacking. We're on a different trip.
Yeah.
Bike
Well-
pushing.
Speed is the key. Oh! Top notch. Oh yeah, it's going to be a long descent. Just awesome second half to this day. We've been absolutely treated for our efforts this morning. And we're just cruising this sort of gentle downhill for the next 20k, I believe. Epic. What a valley.
Glad he's got his helmet on.
Yeah.
What a morning on the bicycles. We managed 4k of the 14k climb yesterday, so we've got 10 left. It was going swimmingly this morning for two of us.
Gorgeous morning.
Stop noise!
What? Nothing, I can't hear anything.
1 hour later.
Why are you coming at me with a fish? Thanks guys, they've been great. Good night.
Can I have your autograph? Oh.
Low range, high rep.
Oh!
It's gone wild. Held on, man. What a road to Tbilisi down there. If this was the end of your ride, you would be frothing right now.
Hi everyone. We've not long had lunch. It's day something, 20 something, and we're heading for Armenia. But we're all a little bit
What does it look like?
anxious because there's snow and we're going up, which means we're probably going up to the snow. But for now it's reasonably dry and there's blue sky, which is fantastic.
But we're still cold.
But we're still a bit cold.
But we've got miles to do.
We've got miles to do.
Miles to do.
Okay, see you next time. Bye!
Yes. Might be a little bit shaky this video. But trust me when I say that's how our eyeballs feel. It is pretty bumpy. Oh. How's that? For a car with a roof rack. You know, Alan, this town seems to have them all. Yeah. Loads of them, look.
We're in Georgia on a road and
Stopped at a market.
what have we got, Tom?
Persimmons. First persimmon of my life, I think, somehow.
See how it goes. You like?
I know.
Top of the list?
No.
Oh.
Persimmons on the trail. Okay, where are we?
We're about 3k from the Armenian border. Had an absolutely awesome morning's climbing. It's been amazing.
Hasn't it?
1,000 metres with absolutely little effort.
Yeah. And what have we eaten?
Persimmon.
Oh yeah.
Nice, some crisps. Lots
Yeah.
of persimmons. Many for 2 lari.
Still any more left?
There's 2 left.
2 left. Lucky stuff.
But yeah,
Cool.
close.
Border soon.
Border.
In the queue behind DHL.
This is no man's land. Hello. First bit of Armenia. An alarming amount of snow everywhere.
God, what's it produce? Bread, hopefully. Bread, yeah, something to absorb all this alcohol.
Here we are. First night just spent in Armenia. Beautiful little spot. Just behind me, you probably can't see the tent, but really nice little orchard. And this is the view. Over here is these couple of boys, about 14 years old, and they are riding around herding these cattle just on their own.
What you were doing at 14, was it, Tom? Absolutely epic. welcome back to trying things in different countries. Vlog.
As you can see, we're in the middle of nowhere, and a man in a pristine Golf came and gave us.
Middle of nowhere in Armenia,
It was just on his back
which
seat. So.
is fucking amazing. Truly loving it. Oh, Sam's diving in. Let's see what he said.
Oh, bloody good.
Bloody good. Pass it round. Ah, so for you viewers at home, excuse me. It's got a crispy outside, but it's light and airy in the middle. Absolutely delicious.
The backseat bread is done as well.
Tastes a little bit like 1980s seat, but very good. Bye guys, vibes.
Magnificent trail you could possibly imagine. Fuck. How's that for a view? About 2,000 metres here, or 1,900. Just popped over the valley. Look at that. This is awesome gorge this way. Oh, the land just stops. So cool. Dinner making procedures. What we got going on, Jimmy?
We got some carrots and some chorizo Italian mixed sausage. Lots of stuff.
Perfect timing. What are you guys doing, huh? Hunting for truffles? Having lots of fun.
My house is going to get blown down.
Oh.
One of them's going to go to market.
Oh yes.
One of them's going to get some roast beef.
I always thought that meant that one of them's going to go to the market.
They are.
Yeah, but not to die.
Climbed all day. Bloody hard, mostly walking. And we get that. Basically worth it.
Basically worth it.
Shows how much of a day.
Not quite sure if it's worth it, but it's basically worth it. You can see how you wouldn't want to leave this country.
It's 5:10. We've done 18 miles, which is what we're going to stick with it today. We basically just walked up the whole day. We will be going up there tomorrow. But we've got a slight issue, don't we, Thomas?
I'm deep in Shit Creek here. See that? That's not supposed to happen. Because in here...
Where are we?
Well, I don't know, I can't really show you.
There.
Hang on, do another video.
Oh, Christ. That's not good.
That's fully broken off. And as a result, because I attached it to the seat, it's ripped the bottom of the seat off. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Shenanigans with my saddle have made riding today hard. Been a tough day anyway. But it is hard to hate this place. Or hate the day when that's the view. It's challenging. Armenia is challenging, but it is absolutely stunning. I just wish I'd made better choices with my bags. This is seat contraption number 2. Yesterday we tried rope, but that's not going to be, that's not got a lot of longevity in that one. So today we have tried cable ties to hold the back thing of this down, bolt on the front still, and then this tension strap just to take the weight off the cable ties a little bit. And today it is rock solid.
We didn't make it to Dilijan. So emergency meals it is, and some tea.
Well, we were
probably,
low on
if
fuel,
there's any
so
tea
last
left.
bit of petrol. We're pretty low on water.
Low on food.
Literally eating the last food, except for some Nutella.
And a loaf of bread.
And it's cold.
It's very
But look
clear.
at it.
So it's gonna be frosty. Oh, there's frost on the inside of the outer tent here today. So we're gonna go have a look and see what it's like. Oh, fuck me, it looks like it snowed. Wow. Oh my gosh. Frost here, that is almost solid.
Christ, look at it out there. Fuck me.
Here we go. We're going out. Oh, that's a bit of snow on the inside. Wow. Oh my god. Look at the tent. Look at the bikes. Oh my god. That is unreal. Look at that view. The sunrise this morning is going to be absolutely mega. Woo! That's insane. And you got the appropriate footwear on, do you?
Yeah, the old trusty all-terrain flip-flop.
Socks and flip-flops. Made for this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Armenia. A little bit on the delirious side. That was good.
A massive climb. Tom and Sam pushing themselves pretty hard on their food. But just unbelievably happy. It's beautiful. It's warm. We've been lucky with the weather. Snow-tipped peaks in the distance. I think that might be Dilijan where we're heading. It's just fucking beautiful. We love Armenia.
Hey! Not like we
Hard work, but
or anything.
worth every second.
We just had an unbelievable encounter, I suppose, with a
ranger.
and he offered us
And his
lunch
friends.
and his friends. Lunch, vodka,
Great.
just bread,
Best
pork,
pork and potato.
Best
you've
pork
ever
and
had.
potato you've ever tasted.
and cucumber and tomato. And then we've had to just push up a cliff.
Look at this view,
the
just
view is
all around me.
Fucking amazing.
We are in the spot. Woo! What the heck are they doing in that car? They're just the roads aren't hard enough, clearly, for that little military jeep. They're just going up the field. Excellent, excellent, excellent stuff. Finally got to Dilijan.
Pretty cheap, eh?
Pretty good price, and we've just gone hard on the logistics. Yeah, so literally everything out drying, roll mats, bit of food, all the stuff hanging up here. I've washed ourselves, washed most of our clothes. Yeah, life is good, huh? Bit of breakfast on the go. Meanwhile, Sam, on the mends.
New puncture issue. We've got one good tube downstairs. This one was fixed, but then it failed, so there was loads of glue on here. But I've got a big patch over it, so hopefully that will work.
Nice.
Looks quite good. So it's
Nice.
just a nice crappy one. This one, slightly better patches, but a snake bite. I pumped it up,
Could be tricky.
Should be okay. Let's hope. So that's 3. And then this one, I was like, oh, it's already got fucking 1 there.
Jesus, look at me. 1,
Fixed
2,
those,
3.
started pumping it up again, and I realised there was a snake bite over
4.
this side. So fixed one, but there's also a snake, another one here.
That you haven't mended.
I'm mending again.
Jesus. You got any patches left?
In the meantime, I've got to try and finish a whole block of
Yeah, that's a hard task. We were on the hunt in a Armenian hardware store for nuts and bolts to fix my fix my seat. This is great fun. I'm having a great time. Here we have it, moment of truth. Thanks to a trip to the hardware store, we have a beautiful setup at the back here, and I've got a washer to bridge the gap there. It runs through the original barrel, and a double locking nut there at the top. Even got a flush bolt. Very cool and rock solid. Oh yeah.
For now.
Off to a great. Excuse me. Rude. Stop because James has another puncture. So we're gonna have this huge Kit Kat trio. Yeah. About the same length as my water bottle. Funny. Okay. He's off.
We got Sam, our safety
Straight
expert.
line, straight through. It all depends on this first rapid here. To the left, to the left. Oh!
Is that gosh?
Oh gosh, gosh,
Gosh, it's smaller than I thought.
gosh, it's beautiful.
Gosh,
Gosh, golly gosh, no gosh,
gosh.
just gosh.
Just gosh.
Three, 4, 5, 6,000.
Can you check the coins, please?
Check the coins. 100. And some small change.
What's that in pounds?
That's £12.20.
Between
£3.07p each. Sorry, £4.07p each.
Until how far to go?
A couple days until Alexa ran over 2,300 metres.
Stumbled into an amazing bakery. Look what you doing. It's amazing.
What we got then, Jimstone?
We got an excellent fire.
How good though, first fire of the trip. And it's helping because it's pretty cold, huh?
Yeah, beautiful starry night. It's
Yeah.
going to be an absolute wicked one.
That's cool.
Especially with this bad boy. We're going to try and cook the sausage on it as well.
And did we light the fire just using the flint and strike?
Natural. Yeah, we did. And then it went out.
We were so close, 95% there.
We are now got our fire down to some embers, and we've got some delicious sausage here
Yeah.
that we're going to be cooking up on the embers. It's bloody hot. Feel my skin burning away there.
Yes, nice.
But yeah, it's lovely. So hopefully it will go. We'll have some delicious smoky sausage.
Yeah. It's going well, it's
And then
steaming.
We'll get the fire going again, and we'll be hot as old houses before bed.
Going to go and do some washing up.
Mr. Spoon.
Get my spoon. I can't.
Oh no.
That's quite a big chunk of ice.
That's a bloody big block of ice, that one. Camp spot number 30. And now we do this. Well, it does seem to be the best way. It looks pretty wild.
Like it's on the path.
No, it doesn't, does it? Mind you, it doesn't look like there is a path.
There's a bog.
There's a bog and some tuftiness. Lake Savan, 73k long. Elevation 1900 meters. Through the Gagama Mountains over there, the snow-capped stuff you can see in the background. Huge granite dome there in the middle. Well over 3,000 meters. Savan town down by the lake there. We're standing at just below 2.4. Mount Ararat over there, if you can see that. Whoop. Huge mountain. And just a couple of cyclists getting the fire going. Oh, we're partying in Armenia. Look at that. Yeah.
Really cool.
What is it?
This guy, Karen, makes these out of plastic bottles, which is picked up. That's so sick.
See here, all his plastic bottle collection,
What a legend.
and he makes proper brooms out of it.
So we bought brooms from our kind host, and in the middle of the night I did a Simon, and I thought, how can this work? And Sam's displaying my thought at 2 a.m.
Cracked it. Stays there while you pivot about your handlebar.
It works a treat.
It's our last day of cycling, and it's cold. It was about 0 degrees at about 9. Not sure if it's any warmer now, but if it was raining we'd be in some snow, so we have really got away with it. There's a lot of rubbish here, but it looks nice on the hills.
He's got his broom in case the road needs sweeping.
Harry Potter! Going the wrong way!
Yeah, you're riding your broomstick wrong, mate. Descending into Yerevan. The finish line. Did we make it?
We're in Yerevan. We made it.
Made it. Not
Mother Armenia.
Mother Armenia. Definitely not the finish of Europe. We'd quite like to keep going, really, but it is about to snow apparently in about 5 days' time.
Yeah, we are quite a lot.
2
days time.
I think we're out of here before we
and then it's going to be.
before we become ice people. Go on, what? No, you were in it.
No, it's fine.
Do you want to say something?
No, honestly, I don't mind.
You don't. Nothing.
No,
Nothing
honestly,
from you.
No, believe me, honestly, it's fine.
How was the trip
Fine.
for you?
The trip for me, I mean,
You were phased out, were you?
I was phased out a little bit. I got
Most of the
ganged
time.
up. We're wondering what this sign means. We're thinking it means
Don't get hit by lightning whilst you're trying to do an endo on your scooter
with 1 foot.
with 1 foot.
Because you can't ground the energy then, can you?
No, that's right. Oh.
And I've only just made it to Yerevan, saving myself the loss. Canvas, fluff here, canvas, scratches all the way down. WTB Ranger, not great, but it has limped me home, which is absolutely fantastic.
It's barely done 1,000 miles, done about 800 miles. It's a load of crap.
Proper shite, yeah, you're right. Hello everyone, we are, Sam and I should say, are at the airport with boxes. Came in a rather sketchy sprinter, but it was sprinting along as per its name.
Last one's on the plane, like.
We're lucky we're even on the plane in the first.
So great news, they made it.
That's it.
Made it.
Made it.